Hello everyone, Muckley Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire IV here with the patch notes for October 13th, 2020. Going to be going over everything, breaking down, and anything that it's got a visual. I will show you the visual if I'm able to do so. Let's get started. Once again, the gates of the Mad Realm have opened and Kryda's most infamous monarch, Mad King Thorn, has returned to hold court in Lion's Arch. For those of you not familiar, it's the Halloween event. Loyal vassals of the king are strongly encouraged to enjoy the festivities, meet the denizens of the Mad Realm and events across Kryda. Tour the Mad Realm itself, the Mad King's Labyrinth. For those of you that don't know, the Mad King's Labyrinth is an event where you run around a simple yet literal labyrinth. And often you will see groups, if you look at the group finder, that farm this. You'll just get in a huge group, you'll move around in a blob and just be massacring monsters constantly. They drop the candy corns and trick-or-treat bags that are used essentially as currency. They're Halloween money that you can use to buy costumes. Not a bad way to level up characters either. I've seen low-level characters in there. As long as they stay with the group, they're fine, and they just get tons and tons of experience while they're also farming this Halloween currency. Watch out for Steve the Skeleton. He's a big boy with a chainsaw. He will wreck you up. And the fearsome Mad King's Clock Tower. The Mad King's Clock Tower is a jumping puzzle, bit on the more difficult side. I have completed it, but I myself struggled with it. Some of you may find it easy. There is footage on YouTube of a 4-year-old doing it, which makes me feel very bad about myself. It essentially is something you have to queue for, and then you're going up the jumping puzzle, but lava is rising, so you're essentially on a timer. And if you fail, you get teleported outside, and you got to queue back in. So there's like 1 to 2 minutes in between each of your attempts, which slows you down. That's what it is. If it is like last year, the first time you complete the clock tower, you'll get a candy corn cob, which gives you 1,000 candy corn. So worth getting it done at least once if you're able to do so. Compete with your fellow mortals in Lunatic Inquisition, which is a PvP style game mode where some of the players are villagers and others are courtiers, and the courtiers are trying to hunt down and kill the villagers, and the villagers are using any items they can find on the ground to buy time and survive. Reaper's Rumble is a MOBA style map where you will be pushing NPCs to defeat the enemy's base, and it is a push-pull type of thing. This is one of my favorites from last year. The Mad King's Raceway is the Halloween-themed mount race, if that is your cup of tea. Attend to the King's whims and his notorious pastime of Mad King Says. It's Simon Says. He will basically be like, Mad King says bow, you type /bow, says dance, you type /dance. It's Simon Says. And if you do the wrong emote, or if you don't respond at all, lightning hits you. I remember the first time I encountered this, I was standing in Lion's Arch doing crafting, minding my own business, and apparently I didn't listen to the Mad King, who was doing his event at the other end of Lion's Arch, and I got hit by lightning, and I was very alarmed. Or match wits and blades against royalty in Ascent to Madness. This is a Halloween-only dungeon. So if you and a group of 4 friends and or strangers would like to go through this, you can get some Halloween currencies by doing some PvE dungeon crawling. Willing adventurers are encouraged to meet with Magister Tassai of the Dermot Priory in Lion's Arch for an exciting research opportunity. The Lunatic Court is also seeking to confirm disturbing rumors from Alona. Adventurers who have met Palawa Joko face-to-face in Living World Season 4 episode Long Live the Lich may debrief with Brigadier General Colonel in Lion's Arch. So they've possibly added new little bits of story. I'll be eager to see what that's about. The Lion's Arch Captain's Council wishes to remind its populace that they are not affiliated with the Crichton Monarchy and cannot guarantee the safety of any citizens who choose to dabble in dangerous realms, mad or otherwise. Nice. The Halloween Rituals annual meta achievement has been updated with a fashionable new reward, the Lunatic Court Cape. Let's see if we can pull that up on the monitor, Bob. There we are. That is the Lunatic Court Cape. Little shredded on the edges, but that's the appearance. Since it is a new cape, I would assume it's got dye channels, but I cannot say with 100% certainty at this time. Earn your own cape by completing a variety of Halloween activities and show your allegiance to the Mad King's Court with pride. Last year's meta achievement reward, the Pumpkin Crown, can now be purchased at Halloween vendors if you missed it. And if you fancy it, this is the Pumpkin Crown. Not bad, I might have to go pick that up. Needs a wizard hat on top though. A new weapon set upgrade is now available. If you have added the Haunted Weapons to your wardrobe by completing the Halloween daily achievements, you can speak with Lunatic Weaponsmith Markham in Lion's Arch to trade your hard-earned candy corn for the even more disturbingly ignited demon-haunted weaponry. Here is the sword, the hammer, the longbow. Oh my gosh, I like that longbow. The short bow, The axe, it appears that the theme is basically, they're like candles. There's like, wicks with blue flame, excessive blue flame, and melted wax on them. Dagger, great sword. That is funky looking. Mace, pistol. I immediately think of Ghost Rider. Demon haunted rifle. Scepter. Staff. Focus. How is that even held? Oh my gosh, that looks like you're gonna just cut someone up. Torch. Warhorn. Not something I really want near my face myself. And shield. Very nice. I'm a fan. The Grand High Viscount of Candy Corn, the Skeletal Lich, and the Labyrinthine Horror have had their health and damage scaling per player lowered, and the base health and damage increased to provide a more even challenge across group sizes. This trio of enemies now also grants temporary stacking boost to Magic Find when defeated. Oh, okay. Icing on the cake. New Halloween-themed guild decorations have been added. Ooh. Personalized trick-or-treat bags will now be account-bound rather than soul-bound. These are bags of loot. I believe you get them from certain achievements. Making them account-bound instead of soul-bound just means you can move it from one character to a different character through the bank if you need to. The Shadow of the Mad King global event now displays the time remaining for the Halloween festival. Switching back to in-game, you can see up near the top right. You can see up near the top right. It may be a little small, but it says time remaining 21 days. That's awesome. It's never fun when you're doing an in-game activity that you're enjoying, and then you think you've got more time, and then the next day it just abruptly ends because you didn't know the day it's going to end. I think it's good that they put that up there. Many minor bugs have been fixed to ensure a festival that is more fun than ever for all the visitors in the Mad Realm. The gates of the Mad Realm will be open for 3 weeks until November 3rd. Have a happy Halloween. General patch notes. Weekly Fractal Fighter achievements have been moved into their own Weekly Fractals achievement tab. Okay. Added consumable descriptions to Gold Fractal and Abyssal Fractal Weapon Skin consumables. Updated the names of the Gold Fractal and Abyssal Fractal Weapon Skin consumables to more accurately reflect their functionality. Fixed an issue in which a retired achievement would affect some players during the daily reset. I wonder if, for those of you that haven't been playing the game right when the day rolled over to the new day, it is right in the middle of my stream, so I've seen it every day recently. A Dragon Bash achievement has been popping up right when the day rolls over. You get the little chest in the bottom right corner for your daily reward for the new day, and a Dragon Bash achievement pops up. And if you click on it, it goes to like a blank achievement page. Maybe they were fixing that. Saratok, the Lion's Arch Lost and Found Shinies vendor, will now sell players the invitation to the party item if they previously earned it but misplaced it. Oh, very nice. So that would be one of the scrits in the Scrit Cave in Lion's Arch. Also the place, the same area where you would go if you got a bunch of candy corn during not Halloween to turn it into cobs. Since I mine candy corn all year round, I go there anytime I get 1,000 to turn it into a cob to compact the bank space. Profession skills. It is not a long list of notes, so this shouldn't take too long. Tornado. Increase the cooldown from 90 to 120 in PvP only. Tornado's an insanely strong skill. Didn't they just recently nerf it from 60 to 90? Yes, they did. In April, they increased the cooldown from 60 to 90 in PvP only, and I guess it's still too strong. They even added another 30 seconds to it. I'm reminded of what they did to Maul, Greatsword 2 on Ranger. Not saying it didn't deserve it, but they nerfed it 5 times, like 5 patches back to back to back to back to back. Engineer. Now, I'm going to pause here before I keep reading and tell you guys, I love PvP. I got a lot of PvP videos on my channel. PvP is one of my favorite things in this game. Not saying I'm fantastic at it, but it's one of my favorite game modes in this game. This season is the first season in the last year that I've hardly touched PvP, and I've really gotten into World v World because I felt like I was playing an FPS. There were certain classes that were capable of just like basically one-shotting me. Grenades from Engineers was the #1 culprit. And we're about to touch on that. Enhanced Capacity Storage Unit. Reduce might stacks per pulse from 2 to 1 in PvP. And this is the might you gain when your heat is above 100% as a hollow. Lesser Grenade Barrage. Reduce the power coefficient per grenade from 0.5 to 0.3. I hope that does it. I truly hope that does it. PvP was not fun anymore when you were playing an MMO and the other guy was playing an FPS. But yeah, like it's not even, look at it, it's not even a long cooldown. It's like a 20-second cooldown, and they were just hitting people for like 5 to 15k depending on what all they landed on you. It was insane. Now, note that it says PvP only. That means if you're in World v World and there is a engineer up on a wall and you're trying to assault the fort and they're shooting down at you with grenades, more popular would be mortars, but I do see grenades sometimes. They will still do quite a bit of damage, so be wary. Flashbang, reduce blind duration slightly in PvP, a half a second. Supply crate, increase cooldown from 90 to 120, kind of like Tornado. Also reduce the stun. These are both PvP only changes. System Shocker, reduce the barrier gained from System Shocker, which is when you disable a foe, it gives you barrier. That's in PvP only, almost half. Bulwark Gyro, 5 seconds added to the cooldown. Throw Mine, double cooldown. I gotta say, it's not something that's really bothered me much, but I'm not usually playing a side noter. There was a build of Engineer, multiple builds actually, that have been using throw mine in PvP, and their whole thing was they get on a node, they hold it, and anytime mine comes off cooldown, they knock you off the node, and it captures a few points, and then maybe you come in. And if you don't have the sustain, you can't even stay that long. If you do have sustain, they eventually win the point just by repeatedly knocking you off of it. This might be to combat that. The decap specialist engineer. Personal battering ram, very similar. They increase the cooldown of it. Guardian, rid of persistence. In PvP only, this trait no longer increases the radius of symbols. So it did increase the radius by 60, which honestly, that's very, very minor. So it's almost not even worth mentioning. Revenant. Now, this is one of the other things that has been plaguing PvP with almost like, one-shot or insta-give mechanics. The Revenant shortbow, I don't know, the first person I know of that was making it publicly known, not saying he was the first who did it, but the first person I know of was Valen with his Renegade PvP video, and he found, or he shared, and the shortbow, despite the fact that it is often thought of as a condition weapon, did a crap ton of power damage. So 7-shot, if this ability hit you, would, again, just tear you to pieces. And they could do this while they had, like a bubble on them blocking projectiles. It'd be very hard to fight back against them, and they would just run up right in your face, and it was just like a shotgun. They additionally increased the cooldown of Scorch Razor by 50% in PvP, adding 6 seconds to it. On Thief, they Hidden Thief change, reduce base stealth duration from 2 seconds to 0.25. Hidden Thief is stealing grants you stealth, is a Shadow Arts specialization trait line. So just enough that the person, if they had you targeted, they might lose the target, but not enough to really relax in. Concealing Restoration, reduce the base stealth duration from 1 second to half a second in PvP, which is a trait which is a shadow art that gives you stealth whenever you use a healing skill. Again, it's enough that the enemy would lose target of you and might frustrate them slightly, but you're going to reappear a moment later unless you follow it with another stealth ability. Black Lion Trading Company Gem Store. To celebrate Halloween, one free Hallows Fortune Fireworks bundle per account is available in the Toys category of the Gem Store. And I just opened up the game, and you can see that right here. It is indeed true. The new Sand Lion Warclaw skin is available in the Style category of the Gem Store. Let's take a look. This is our Sand Lion Warclaw skin. Not something I'm going to be picking up, but might match some of the styles that some of y'all may have been going for. For a limited time, items from the Dark Matter weapon collection are available from Black Lion Weapon Specialists in exchange for Black Lion tickets. Keys are available in the utility category of the Gem Store for under 25 gems each. For a limited time, the Ghostly Outfit is available in the Style category of the Gem Store for 700 gems. That's this bad boy right here. I always liked how the smoke looked like hands. For a limited time, the Candy Corn Gobbler Pack is available in the utility category of the Gem Store for 300 gems. I will have a Is It Worth It video on the Candy Corn Gobbler out probably within the next 24 hours. During the Halloween event, the items from the Gargoyle Weapon Collection will be available from Black Lion Weapon Specialists for 2 tickets each. Black Lion Chest has been updated to the Autumn Chest, which can be previewed for a full list of contents. The Evan Nashblade Trick or Treat bag has been added as a guaranteed item for the duration of the autumn chest. The new Vermilion Throne and Sandline Warclaw skins are available as uncommon drops. Dark Matter Cape remains as an uncommon drop. The Merciless Weapon Collection, Shadow of the Mad King weapons, and Blood of Madness weapons are available for the duration of the chest, and unused versions of the Glyph of the Leatherworker, Glyph of the Tailor are available as rare drops for the duration of the chest. So going back into the game, I am going to pull up a spare Blackline chest I've got here. I'm just going to go to the preview here. Here's the Evan Nashblade Trick or Treat bag. Let's preview that. Lots of candy and costume tonics and stuff here. Some Ember Infusion, recipes, poisons, luck, standard stuff here. And then we've got some unique things down here. Touch of Madness, my favorite torch skin in the game. The preview window doesn't do it justice. It really makes your whole left arm look like it's lava, or it's like the Human Torch. Got the Soul Conductor as like an electric rapier. The Cure, which is a dagger that looks like a syringe. Revenge, which is something akin to a butcher's cleaver. Grim Pact, a pistol that looks like you're shaking hands with a skeletal hand. It's a funny concept. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Jailbroken is a focus, I believe. Yes, it's a focus item that looks like you're holding a handful of chains. Very interesting concept. Onus. It's a hammer that's very close to being an axe. Nightwing. Nest. Ugh. As a scepter. Pumpkin Smasher. This is another hammer. Vasago. Exotic axe. Very spoopy. And we've also got Royal Flame Weapon Coffer, Ember Infusion, some other infusions, blah, 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 blah. And can I look at the Royal Flame Weapon Coffer? I can't from this window. Here is the Dark Matter Cape that was mentioned earlier in the notes. That is in the chest. It is one of the uncommon items, so we can see it here. That is really cool looking. I really do like that. There's the Sandlion Warclaw skin. Vermilion Throne, we can't preview that from this screen. Merciless Weapon Collection, many of the other Halloween weapons, some of them very memorable from previous years. And yeah, I think that about covers it. All right. That concludes everything I know about the patch notes. As I said before, I've already started production of an Is It Worth It video for the Candy Corn Gobbler, similar to the Snowflake and Zytappy Gobbler videos I did in the past. You could probably expect that within the day, but this is everything I know about today's patch notes. If you have anything to add on this topic or that you want to share, you think I missed, please feel free to throw it down in the comments just like always. And that's it for today. Happy trick-or-treating.